Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we are really digging into the Elk Grove single-family housing market. We're going to unpack the latest stats, look at the trends, and really give you the clearest picture of what's happening, whether you're thinking about buying or selling there.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting time in Elk Grove. We're seeing some really clear signs that things are shifting away from that crazy pace we saw the last few years.
Okay, let's jump right in then. What's the snapshot for the last 30 days? This is roughly August 2025 for single-family homes. The median sold price, $635,000.
Right, and the average sold price slightly higher, $672,000.
Okay, and we saw 107 homes actually sell.
A steady pace,
Inventory-wise, there are 319 active listings right now.
which is quite a bit.
And this seems important. Median days on market, or DOM, is 34 days.
Yeah.
And the average sale-to-list price ratio, around 98%.
So what this is all telling us, really, is that the market's kind of recalibrating. Prices have pretty much flattened out. They're about level with last year, though the average is a touch lower.
So no big drops, but not climbing like before either.
Exactly. It feels like buyers are maybe being a bit more cautious, not just chasing prices up. Sellers have to be more realistic. And while sales are steady, that inventory number, 319 listings, that's up about 30% from last year.
30%? Wow.
Yeah, it's significant. It gives you, the buyer, more choice. It definitely shifts the power dynamic. We've moved from that extreme seller's market to something more, well, leaning neutral. We're looking at about 3 months of supply now.
Okay, what does that mean, months of supply?
Basically, if no other homes came on the market, it would take about 3 months to sell everything currently listed at the current sales pace. A year ago, that was closer to 2.1 months, so it's a noticeable difference.
More breathing room, like you said.
Definitely. And that 34 days on market confirms it. Last year, it was faster, maybe 19 days or so.
Big jump.
It is. Now, don't get me wrong, well-priced homes, they can still sell fast, maybe even above list, about 28% still do. But if a home is overpriced, you're definitely seeing more price reductions now than before.
Okay, so this isn't just a one-month thing. This shift, has it been building? What did the last, say, 3 months look like?
Absolutely. This isn't sudden. Looking back over the last quarter, price appreciation just stalled. The median price is basically flat compared to a year ago, and even flat compared to the prior quarter.
So a clear cooling trend.
Yes. And homes are just taking longer to sell consistently. Buyers are, understandably cautious. You've got higher mortgage rates, some economic uncertainty maybe.
Makes sense.
And that rising inventory is key. Less competition for each house.
What about new construction? Elk Grove has a lot of that. Is it different there?
That's a good point. New construction definitely adds to the supply. And builders, well, they're often offering incentives now, things like rate buy-downs or help with closing costs. You might not see that as much with resale homes in established neighborhoods, but overall, both new homes and resale homes are seeing similar adjustments. Buyers just have a bit more leverage across the board.
Okay, so given all that background, let's look forward. What can we reasonably expect for Elk Grove heading into the fall, say, the next 3 months or so?
Well, first off, expect a seasonal slowdown. That's pretty typical for fall. Fewer buyers actively looking, probably fewer new listings too. That likely means days on market could stretch out even more, maybe past 40 days.
And prices.
We expect pricing to stay pretty flat, maybe slightly down, but we're talking modest adjustments, not some drastic drop. National forecasts like Zillow's are predicting maybe a 0.9% dip nationally by the end of the year. Something gentle like that feels possible for Elk Grove, too.
And interest rates,
Right.
the big elephant in the room.
Yeah, still there. Likely hovering in the mid-6% range, probably into early 2026. That definitely keeps affordability a challenge for some buyers.
But the flip side is,
The flip side is buyers are gaining a bit more negotiating power. Those builder incentives aren't going away. And if you're a motivated buyer, there will be opportunities, especially with potentially less competition during the fall season.
okay, let's boil this down. Key takeaways. If you're listening and thinking of selling your Elk Grove home right now, what's crucial?
Number one, price realistically, right from the start. That's absolutely key now. Also, protect your home really well. Make it shine. And just mentally prepare for it to take a bit longer to sell. Be open to maybe some minor concessions.
Yeah.
And please, don't get stuck thinking it's still the peak market of 2021. It's just different now.
Got it. And for buyers in Elk Grove, what's the advice?
For buyers, this is your chance to be thorough. Shop carefully. Definitely compare builder incentives versus what you can get in the resale market, and really use that increased inventory and slightly less competition to your advantage. Find the right fit, negotiate reasonably, but crucially, remember to budget carefully for those ongoing higher financing costs. Know your numbers.
Right. So overall, it sounds like Elk Grove's market isn't crashing, but it's definitely finding a healthier, more balanced state than maybe 2 years ago.
Exactly. It's a gradual cooling, a normalization perhaps, not a dramatic correction.
Which leads to the big question for you listening. Is this slower pace a temporary pause, or is this the new, more sustainable normal for the market? Something to think about. For personalized advice tailored to your situation, or to check out current Elk Grove listings, you should visit wrspg.com. Thanks so much for joining us for this deep dive into the Elk Grove housing market. You've been listening to Time to Buy or Sell by Weichert, Realtors Sierra Pacific Group.